Oh, I like it when you talk that way to me. By the way, the broadcast is live. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, hey, Facebook Live and hey, YouTube Live. So glad that you chose to hang out with us today. One of the things that we're going to be doing over the next week is we're going to be interviewing small group leaders at oneChurch.tv. As you know, this Sunday, August the 23rd, we have our event called GroupLink. And in the past, you pretty much had to be in the room to be able to get into a group. But with everything that's happening right now with the quarantine and stuff, we're actually doing a lot of this online. And I am joined today by two of my really, really good friends, close friends, Greg and Michelle Clark. So how you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Super.
How
Awesome.
are you?
I'm doing really good. So I am in my garage, as you can tell, with my big old honking fan behind me. So anyway, I have turned it off for your viewing experience. So let me tell you what we're going to do, Greg and Michelle. I'm going to throw you guys some softball questions about kind of where you're from, and we're going to be getting in details about your group and what your group's for, what everybody can expect, what you're going to be doing in your group, like studies and things of that nature. And but really, we're just going to start just by some softball questions. Where are you guys from?
Is that a trick question?
No, not at all.
No, we're originally from the Houston area, Houston, Texas.
Okay.
But we've been in Clarksville 24 years now.
Okay.
So we got here in 96.
Awesome. 1996.
Definitely our second home. We consider Clarksville home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A retirement home.
Absolutely. So, and let's talk about you, Greg. So, Greg, you have served in two of our armed forces. Which one was those?
Yes, I served from 1990 to 94 in the United States Marine Corps, and got out and couldn't make it as a civilian, so I got back into the Army in 1994.
Okay.
No, 95.
Okay.
1995, and retired in 2014.
Awesome. So how are you making it as a civilian now?
I am a fourth grade math and science teacher virtually.
Virtually. So,
I've been chosen to be a virtual teacher in CMCSS.
Okay,
this
awesome.
year. So it's going to be a very different take on education. We're going to make it work.
Yes, you will. So, and I know you're a great teacher. You teach math, correct?
Math and science this year.
Wow, and science. That's really cool. And tell me about you, Michelle. What do you do for a living?
Nothing. I am a semi-retired hairstylist. I owned a salon here in Clarksville for about 12 years and sold it. And before we moved to Korea, came back, and I just kind of do it out of the house a little bit for fun, for friends, for family.
Okay.
And volunteer, like being outside, like swimming, like to stay busy.
Yeah, absolutely. So they say a rolling stone gathers no moss, right? Whatever that means.
She gathers no moss.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, because I feel like I'm gathering lots of moss.
Oh, are you? All right. So, Greg, I know you are a huge baseball fan. Who you root for?
I'm going to say this kind of low. I'm a Houston Astros fan.
Okay.
Don't say it low. You got to say it loud. We're Astros fans.
We're Astros fans.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. I assume by the
It's really because of the whole cheating scandal and all that stuff. It's
okay.
I don't know. If someone came to me and kind of downed me about that, I would retort with, do you know how many baseball teams cheat? Like, it just is what it is.
Sure. And I know for the longest time you played softball, and you were a really good softball player. So
I've kind of given that up.
Mm-hmm. All right, giving it up for Lent, huh?
No real desire. Well, maybe golf.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
So you guys also have two kids and some grandchildren. Tell us about those.
You want us to tell you about the grandchildren? No, we do. We have a grown daughter, Courtney. She's married to Sam. They live in Alaska, and they have Jack and Della, who are our grandbabies, and then we've got Cameron, who is married to Kaylee, and they live here in Clarksville. No babies from them yet.
All right, awesome.
And we have our wonderful, wonderful fur baby.
Troop.
Yes.
And Troop is a fur baby. I mean, how much does Troop weigh?
About 75.
Yeah.
And he will not hesitate to jump on your lap.
No, he thinks he's a Chihuahua.
Yeah. He thinks
So
he's
do
a 7-pound pit bull.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your group. How many years have you guys been leading a group together?
14, 6 years, 5 years. It's been about 5 years. We had to take a year off. We took a year off, and then so it's been. I think this is our fifth. This will be our fifth.
This will be our sixth.
Sixth. This might be our sixth group that we lead.
Okay,
awesome.
Fifth group. Yeah. Fifth group that we lead.
Awesome. And your group is actually going to be meeting on Monday nights, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Monday nights at 6:30 at your house.
Yes.
So tell us, if somebody wanted to join you guys' group, what could they expect?
Ooh.
They could first of all expect a meal on Monday night.
All right.
We like to have fellowship with dinner with everybody that comes, and we usually do that fellowship for about the first 45 minutes of the night. We usually try to start about 6:15, 6:30. Fellowship with eating the beginning of the day or the beginning of the group, and then we get into our study.
Okay.
We're a fun group. We're a very laid back group. We like to just have fun and hang out, but we do a study called Staying Close by Barbara and Dennis Rainey, and it's a great book. So it's good for anybody at any point in their marriage. You can be a newlywed, you can be, married for 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
You could actually just be engaged. You
Yeah.
don't even have to be married to use the principles out of this book.
Right.
Or out of this study. I don't want to call the book out of this study.
Yeah.
We've had people, young adults in our group that are younger than our own children. We've had, people in our group that are a little bit older than we are. We've kind of gone from, thinking about being married to being married 35 plus years. So and it fits everybody. The study that we do, everybody can benefit from it. It's a great book.
Sweet.
We had this great pastor one time. His name was Pastor Chris Edmondson that recommended this book to us back in 2012.
Okay.
And it's one we've read it pretty much every year since then.
That's so cool, Michelle.
Yep. It's a great book.
And what's so cool about sorry, go ahead.
It's really interesting to see how our marriage has morphed over those, 6 years, 7 years since we've read it.
Yeah.
Just answers, because it has studies in the back that you answer questions, and man, our answers change almost every single time we read it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it is. I mean, the chapters, we read a chapter a week. It does have questions in the back that we will be answering. And if you don't get to read it one week, it's no big deal. You can still participate in the questions and everything. If you have a spouse that can't make it one week, that's fine too. They can read the book on their own. If you want 2 books, we can get you 2 books.
I mean, we have even FaceTime spouses in,
yeah,
to be there for it. So
that's awesome, Greg.
It's
awesome.
It's a really, really good study. Really good study.
Let me talk to you about this, Greg, because most guys, if I could be honest with you, when they say, "Hey, we're going to do a marriage study for the next 9 months," most guys would be like, I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, right? So, but right. you are a manly man. I mean, look at that beard, dude. I'm just saying. So talk to us, Greg. If you're the average guy out there who's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be in a marriage group that talks about marriage stuff, convince us otherwise, Greg.
All right. So anybody that's married, the last thing you want to do is be isolated from your spouse. You want to be together. You want to do things together. You want to be in that companionship of oneness with your spouse. This book teaches you what to look for when you're becoming isolated and how to get yourself out of that funk and become one again with your spouse. And I mean, there's different, there's not just one way. This kind of affair proofs your marriage. It tells you, hey, physical affairs aren't the only affairs that are going on out there.
Yeah, that's good. And that's
really work. You can cheat by working too much. By having a hobby that you do too much. I mean, anything can lead to oneness, and you might not be feeling isolated, but your spouse left back home, she's feeling isolated. So you need to try to. We always strive for oneness. Is what we always strive for. This book teaches you how to do it.
Oh, somebody just commented, Brittany, can people join your group even if they've already done it? And of course, the answer is
yes.
Absolutely. In fact,
we usually do like a 2-time limit on it. But that's just to encourage people to kind of step out of their comfort zone. We want people to be comfortable with us, but we don't want them to become so comfortable that they don't experience another group or other studies.
Or ultimately split off and start their own group.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. So we usually have like a 2-time limit, but that's, not set in stone.
Tony has mentioned on here, the Clark small group is a blessing beyond blessings. I think you guys owe her some money. So
thanks,
can you just forward that check to Tony?
Actually, Tony and her husband were in our very first small group that we led when we came back from Korea. So they were in one of our very first ones.
And the really cool thing about it is we don't limit it to just one church. So there are other church folks that we know that come to our group and they get to experience, just
community,
which is what it's all about.
It is exactly what it's all about. One of the things we talk about at One Church is that circles are better than rows. But honestly, we know that's not just a One Church thing. Jesus had his 12 disciples. We all need battle buddies. And whether or not you're at One Church or not, this group is going to be a good group for you. It meets every Monday, and it actually follows the school schedule. So it goes from August to May, correct?
Yes, and we also follow their holiday schedule. So, like if they're off for Labor Day, Memorial, I think is during
fall break, Christmas break, all that stuff. Because we like to vacation.
Yeah, we typically follow that same. And it encourages being together. The study encourages being together, and then it also encourages quality family time. So we want to honor that by letting you be off whenever your kids are off.
Awesome. Well, the link is going to be, once we're done, we're going to put the link in there so that you can be able to click on that link and you can be able to go and you can actually join Greg and Michelle's small group today. That's what's so cool. And they're going to be starting meeting a week from today. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Yes, today it's 6:30, and we'll give you all the directions and all that stuff later. But go ahead and sign up because I promise you won't regret it. Greg and
Michelle, you guys.
That's right. Greg and Michelle are great friends, and they have a huge ministry to couples, and you won't regret it. So,
can I add one thing, Chris? Sorry. We also have like a 2 to 3 week trial period where we want you to come and give us a shot. If we realize that it's not for you, no hard feelings. We can even help direct you to a group that may better suit you. So come give us a try. If you don't like it, no hurt feelings. We'll help you get somewhere where you feel comfortable.
Fantastic. All right. I'm going to give you guys the last word here, and then I'm going to be done. What's the last word that you'd like to say?
Michelle is a really good cook.
Oh.
Well, I know that.
That's to look forward to.
Absolutely. So, guys, thank you so very much. I love you both. And thank you so much for being willing to lead a small group. And you guys have seen the fruit of this over the past 5 to 6 years. And I just want to say thank you for serving. And once you're done, we say that save people, serve people. And guys, you emulate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.